This literally couldn't have gone any. This couldn't have gone anymore. This was worst case scenario, literally.
Worst case scenario, literally.
Hello everybody, and here, welcome back to my RWBY Volume 7 reaction series here on the channel. Today we're here for episode number 7, chapter number 7, worst case scenario. Now that just sounds fun, doesn't it? Last time we started off with a more lighthearted episode, kind of a little bit, um, until Tyrion showed up, and then everything died, and that's just normal when Tyrion shows up. But it wasn't just Tyrion. It was also the fact that everyone now thinks Penny killed a shit ton of people at Robin's celebration party. Jacques won the election. Mantle Tours eternally absolutely fucking the shit out of Mantle. And in general, we just we just pretty much lost. We're fucked. I don't know what's gonna happen now. I'm still expecting the in this episode. I'm actually expecting the Yane and Blake versus Robin fight that was unintentionally leaked by Rooster Teeth themselves a few weeks ago on their Twitter. And Yane and Blake are on the thumbnail, so also it's funny how this episode is called worst case scenario because this is literally what I said last reaction. I said, "Oh, this is the worst case scenario." Yeah, it is. um, Penny went back to Atlas probably, or is currently going back to Atlas. I'm really scared. Penny's alone now, so I have no idea. Penny was on Watts's. Watts had a bunch of monitors in front of him, and Penny was on one of them. So a lot of people are expecting Watts to hack Penny and do some bad shit with her. And I'm kind of expecting that too, even though it would be very predictable. Even if it's predictable, I mean, it would be horrible. I don't want that to happen, but I definitely see it happening. After this, there's still, even after this, there's still like 6 chapters left, I think. I'm pretty sure it's the 13th chapter volume, if I remember correctly. So I don't know where we're already going into the death mode, but I don't know. Cinder or Neo might also already be on their way. I'm not sure. I mean, of course we know they're on their way to Atlas, but the question is how close are they? We haven't heard of them since the Volume 6 finale. I think we should jump into this episode. It's also the second longest chapter yet. Chapter 5 is still a little bit longer on a minute, but this is 18 minutes 45 seconds. Oh, worst case scenario. Oh, that sounds fun. Let's jump into it. RWBY Volume 7, chapter number 7. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Also, I believe that we're skipping on a chapter because of like what they did last year. I mean, maybe they did it the years before, but there won't be an episode for a week because of Christmas. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that'll affect my schedule. It'll just mean that there won't be an episode 1 week. So that means on that Saturday we'll just have Fire Force and not RWBY. Maybe I'll take that opportunity to actually upload MHA on Saturday as well. We'll see. Is all you need. I'm sorry, I really don't want to sing, but sometimes I just, you know, have the urge. I should fight the urge though, because my singing is horrible and I shouldn't torture you guys with that. Just listen to Casey's beautiful voice and not mine. Oh man, Robin, what are you gonna do? I've also seen a lot of interesting theories on Twitter. A lot of them are about Tyrion's semblance and how it possibly could be like temporarily cutting through aura, not in the way Adam does, but you know what he did? He had like his arm was like covered in his purple aura, and then he just like sliced Fiona, and then there was no aura there for a second. Speaking of Fiona, she could possibly be dead. I don't know. She said she was fine, but we have Penny. I should probably shut up and let this episode play now. Oh yeah, yep, the head pats, please. Aw, I feel so bad. Oh, there's one of the moms. Also something I saw on Twitter. I don't. It's probably not just a coincidence that they use the same models, but like 3 or 4 of the victims In the one shot where Penny was on Penny was on the thing and in the background was like, oh, Zhachny won. 4 or 5 of the corpses that were on the ground were some of the single moms that were after Jean, which is fucking horrible. That means there's a shit ton of orphans on the street now, and I think in an earlier shot you could actually see some kids at the party. Tyrion is fucked. This entire show is fucked. At least this mom and her kids still lived, unless they're gonna fucking die now. My god. Thank you, Ironwood.
Hey, stop right there. Stop running. Wait!
Though military officials have gone on record to say the footage was doctored, many citizens are still insisting that the Protector of Mantle be deactivated.
Of course they are. Okay. Like this music. Who is that? Oh, it's Watts. Oh no, it's not Watson Tyrion. For a second I thought, I think it's Joanne. In May? I'm not quite sure. Yeah. For a second I thought it was Watts, but no.
Right over here. Hello?
Hello. Oh! Oh, it's Fiona as well, okay. Well, I guess she is fine. What is... Okay, May's semblance is interesting. Is that... Everything in that bubble, is it invisible? Because that would be cool as fuck. Whoa! Oh, Fiona, what the fuck?
This is the worst case scenario. More people are dead.
There you
Penny's
go.
been framed, and somehow Jacques Schnee is sitting on the council.
That's the second
He
shipment
is
for
mad.
ammunition was hit today. It seems election night was the last push Robin needed to go from hometown hero to full-on vigilante.
I'm afraid the problem is more complicated than that.
It seems Robin has emboldened our suppliers in Mantle. They're refusing to sell us provisions until...
You can hear how fucking furious Ironwood
With
is.
Robin redistributing the goods her team has stolen, the Amity project is completely stalled.
But we're so
Well-
close. There has to be some way we can finish the tower.
There is.
Oh.
Declaring martial law.
Oh. Well,
You're not.
we
actually
can't
considering
be
that,
doing
are
that
you?
though.
What's more important? Establishing communication to unite the world? Or appeasing a few city blocks?
Don't make it sound trivial.
Yeah,
because
right,
no,
it's-
it isn't. You keep talking about how we just need a little more time, but you're not the one having to struggle.
We have all had to make sacrifices for the greater.
God, Ironwood, this is not...
Mantle has had to bear a lot of the burden, yes, but
They're bearing all of it. The
Yeah,
longer this waiting game goes on, the
I am
harder
100%
it
with
gets
Nora right
for
now.
people down there, and now you want to send in more soldiers? You can't force people to fall in line. If you do that, you'll just be trading all of these problems for the Grim.
I am 100% agreeing with Nora right now. She's 100% right. I get where Ironwood's coming from. I do that with all of the situations that we have in this volume.
Right into Salem's hands.
It's
That's
really
why
hard to
Tyrion
make a
is here
decision.
framing you.
Right. The reason we called you here in the first
But
place.
oh my
You're
god.
sure this was the man you saw?
Yes, Tyrion Talos.
was accused of murders all across Anima. A homicidal maniac who escaped justice when his prison transport was attacked by Grimm. After that, he was never seen again.
Well, he works for Salem, and he's here.
If we
He
ever
is.
had any doubts Atlas was Salem's next target,
Oh,
I think
boy.
those are officially out the window.
But now we have a suspect. We can tell the people.
That a long-lost serial killer is...
Right, you think they'll believe you? I don't know, Ruby.
No idea where he is. Might make things worse before they get better.
I am so sick of secrets. If we just
My god,
told
Nora.
everyone about Amity, about Salem.
we can't!
But
If we
the-
talk about Amity now, we risk Salem's forces, who we know are here, working to sabotage it. If we tell them about Salem now, we risk falling to the Grim before we can reunite Remnant. We
Oi.
have to finish the tower. I want Robin Hill in custody. We can offer her a deal if she gets Mantle to cooperate.
We'll figure it out.
Anyone not assisting with Robin needs to focus on Tyrion. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding, what he's planning, and how exactly that video of Penny got all over my kingdom.
Oh my god.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ren. Ren is ready. My god, this is not okay.
51st.
Thanks again for the assistance.
insist on this, you two. Now, we may all be split between different trucks, but we need to be ready to act as one in case Robin's team takes the bait. If your truck is hit, pursue immediately. Everyone else will move in as fast as possible. Going radio silent. Over.
All right.
Do you think we should have told Ironwood about Salem before he put so much on the line for Amity?
Sounds like you do.
I mean, in the end, it was
trust
Ruby's
Ruby.
decision.
But I think he deserves to know what he's stepping into.
Yes, he does. At this point, I feel like if Ironwood doesn't
You
know about it
don't
fully,
Look around.
I mean,
The embargo, the military presence, the restrictions.
there's so many hard choices to make this volume. At this point, I think we should tell Ironwood because he's walking into a territory where he thinks he knows what's going on, but in the end, he really doesn't know everything, and he's confident in his plan, which is it's good. But I don't know. There's so many hard decisions to make. Oh my god. I think we should tell Ironwood. I think that is probably the best thing to do. So just so he knows what he's actually up against. Because in the end, if we do know more... we still have a question. Even though I don't know why we would use it now. Since Jin can't predict the future, so there's no point in asking her anything at this point. Won't change anything. Unless they can figure out something with her, but I don't think that Jin's gonna come to play in this really at all. I don't know. I don't know, and that's been the biggest problem for me this volume, that I just don't know what decisions to make. I know I'm not the one making these decisions. This is a fictional story, and these characters are the ones making the decisions. In the end, it's the people who write it, but, you know, from my perspective. So it doesn't even matter to me, but I mean, you get what I'm trying to say. It's just hard to come up with a conclusion for any of this. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I should expect to happen. So I'm just here thinking for 5 minutes straight, not resuming the episode, which I probably should, not coming to anything. So let's just, yeah, let's just go.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Still, he didn't have a lot of good options.
I'm not sure there are many good options left for any of us anymore.
Yep, that's
Keeping
facts.
secrets, taking lives. It makes you wonder how far we're going to have to go to keep doing the right thing.
Blake.
I feel that at this point,
did
we might not be even doing
what
the
we
right
had
thing
to do.
anymore. But then again, what is the right thing?
But next time, I want to make sure we don't have to. And I can tell you, ambushing a huntress who's just trying to help isn't an option I'm thrilled about choosing.
Which, again, I understand.
Then maybe we shouldn't.
So you're just gonna ignore Clover's orders. I don't know about that either.
How is she doing?
She's confused, scared. We'll have her recorded visual data shortly. That should prove her innocence, but the damage has already been done.
Oh, what?
People are saying about her?
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Is that what's what? I'm still not sure what exactly Watts was doing when he was with all his phones, with all his scrolls and his weird finger rain things. At first I thought that was just him manipulating the votes and just doing it in a fancy way because he's fun, like, oh, Tyrion's killing everyone. But maybe he actually... Did he hack into, like, the security footage to literally make it look like Penny? Watts is a fucking... Watts... It's scary how skilled Watts is at stuff like this. It's... Oh my god.
If Penny hadn't been there, Robin would be...
Robin would be dead, probably.
Was their target. Salem's goal has always been to divide us. I think Penny was exactly where they wanted her. Just like at the Vital Festival.
And just like back then, someone is using our own technology against us.
Yeah.
This doctored footage of Penny came from her work all around Manor. Stolen straight from our surveillance network.
Oh.
Hacking. Technology. Oh, why can't people
It's-
just do what they used to and fight to the death?
It's great to see Maria.
If you ask me.
Well, if we're
I
dealing
mean,
with
yeah.
the same enemy from Beacon, hacking into Manel's system would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the council, our cybersecurity...
Guess who's member of the council now? Zhachny. Guess who Watts working with? Zhachny. Good job. Good. Yes. Thank you.
and surveillance leads. maybe a select few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas Company.
What are you thinking?
I don't know yet, but something isn't right.
Understatement of the century.
And how are you doing?
If Maria hadn't offered to help me these past weeks, I'd have likely collapsed by now.
Feels bad, man.
Communications tower into the sky seems impossible on its own, but now, to think of what people want to do to my girl.
It's horrible. Oh, he's trying. Oh, Pietro.
Even
Oh,
if the
don't
worst
die.
does happen, you can always reactivate her again. So maybe try not to worry so much.
There's a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind.
Oh, Penny backstory? Give it to me.
When the General first challenged us to find the next breakthrough in defense technology,
He's covering someone's face. I mean, we don't know who any of these guys are, but he's covering someone's face. I wonder who that could be if they deliberately cover someone's face.
most of my colleagues pursued more obvious choices. I was one of the few who believed in looking inward for inspiration.
You wanted a protector with a soul.
I did. And when General
You got one.
saw her, he did too. Much to my surprise, the Penny Project was chosen over all the other proposals.
Why would you be surprised? You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
Oh. It uses his own aura! Oh no, Penny uses Pietro's aura. Okay. That could mean a lot of things. Does that mean Penny completely shuts down if Pietro dies? Since it's Pietro's aura, and if his aura is just gone, then her aura is also gone. God. I mean, death slats have been around for a bunch of characters this season. Not only Winter, not only Robin, not only Ironwood. I feel like Jock also has some that he is a council member. Of course, Pietro as well. It uses his. That's interesting. That's good to know though that it uses his own aura. But that brings up the question: if he dies, Penny's gone. Not only because he can't reactivate her, but also because her aura would also be gone. Fuck.
You gave her part of yours?
Yes. And each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more.
Oh, and he's not.
People get their
And eventually he's gonna be out of aura. Wow.
I won't be able to.
Oh.
We'll find whoever's
Fuck.
responsible. I promise.
Oh my god.
Robin,
Scramble! No, wait!
Wow, they literally ready to.
Shut up and regroup at the hideout!
Okay, chasing her doesn't seem. Oh, here we go. This is what was leaked on Twitter. Look, now now you're actually. It's looking like you're trying to fight her. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh shit. With the fire aura? The fire aura, the fire dust? What am I saying? All this talk about aura, I'm getting mixed up.
If Ironwood wants me, he'll have to send more than a couple of kids.
He is. Stopping the trucks alerted the ASOPs. We don't have long before they arrive, so please listen to us. You need to know the truth.
You're stalling.
Amity Coliseum, all these supplies, they're for
How do we explain this?
a new communications tower.
That doesn't make any sense.
A new tower means the kingdoms
I
can
know
finally...
what the tower means, Fisticuffs.
Yes, thank you. But like, how do we
One of you
explain?
take my hand.
What?
You said time is short. Either take it or I'm gone.
Semblance? What do you... Maybe? Semblance, yep.
Tell me again. What is Ironwood building out in the tundra?
Can she read minds?
A new communications tower. He's trying to help. Everyone.
Is this like a lie detector thing? Oh, it says she's a lie detector. She's a lie detector.
Why keep that a
That's
secret?
cool.
Because he doesn't know who he can trust. Atlas isn't out to get anybody. The people murdering civilians in Mantle are just trying to make it look that way. And if those same people learned about Amity, they'd do everything in their power to destroy it.
So who are they? Who's actually behind this?
Again, how?
We can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are
Bullshit.
So trust us when we say that Amity Tower needs to stay a secret until it's done.
How? We can't just explain Salem to her right now like this. We don't have enough time for that.
Run! We'll throw them off.
I won't stop until I know the whole truth.
Come on, Robin. Understandable.
Right.
All vaults of the Winter Maiden.
The staff of creation.
I hoped bringing you down here might jog some memories. After all, it was your idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
I thought gravity dust kept Atlas afloat.
I mean,
That's
that's
a public story.
okay.
But with the staff,
Never
we have
mind.
a constant, seemingly limitless energy source. Oz once speculated it could take us as high as we wanted.
So,
To tell you
the Staff of Creation lifted Atlas into the air. So what exactly does the Staff of Creation do? That's the question.
the truth, that served as the inspiration for the Amity Project. Get a communication tower up in the sky, higher than the Grim can survive. So we never lose contact with each other again.
But you're not using the staff to raise Amity.
The staff can only be used for one purpose at a time. We're going to have to do Amity the old-fashioned way.
Oh,
dust
so
and all.
so if he uses, I'm sorry for this is like the 6th time I've paused this episode. So if he uses the staff, is it really just lift things into the air? I feel like there's more to it. But if he, let's say, wants to use it to lift them into the air, then Atlas would just fall down because it can only have one thing active. Okay. Okay.
It feels strange, knowing a part of me helped come up with all this.
You'll get
Yeah,
used to
it's
it,
a
I'm
lot.
sure. Eventually, you don't even know who's who anymore.
That's not a good thing.
We did know we see eye to eye, but I wish I could ask Oscar what he thought of all this.
Well, I can tell you what I think. The path you're heading down, where you're the only one with the answers, where you do the thing you think is right no matter the cost, it's not going to take you anywhere good.
Probably not.
We have to stop Salem. Nothing matters more.
I mean,
Some things matter more, I think. Keeping our humanity. It's what makes us different from her.
in the end, we'll be just the same as her.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage. Without humanity, does she still feel fear? Does she ever hesitate? When Salem hit Beacon, even with all my ships, all of my soldiers, I was no match for her. I've never felt so helpless. The way she told me she was there.
I guess it was just like she didn't actually talk to him. It was just, oh yeah, right. By the way, I exist. The Black Queen virus.
It's okay to be afraid.
That's what Ruby told.
Don't let that fear control you.
That's what Ruby said in Volume 5. It's okay, yeah. Well, it's something like that. I forgot exactly what it was.
I'm not going to end up like Lionheart.
You better not.
Do you believe in me?
Yes and no.
I do believe in you.
I believe that you're better than Lionheart.
Only you. I think the best thing you could do is sit down and talk with the people you're most afraid to.
Oscar is laying out some facts
Now
here.
you are starting to sound like him.
Then I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, at least we got to see the vault. That's good. We might not see it again for a while.
Winter, what is it?
That's a letter from the Schnee Dust Company, I assume.
What's going on?
Just what I was about
Looks
to
like
ask.
you're getting your wish.
My father's first act. We've all been invited to dinner, where the
Oh.
general will be defending his seat on the council.
Oh, well, we do that to sit down and talk. That's not good. Okay, cool. We're having a dinner party while everyone is dying. Well, oh, it's interesting. Oh, this is interesting. The concept art. I guess maybe we were supposed to be in this room when we still had our old outfits. I mean, and technically we were in there already, because I think that's when they got their upgrades, but it was only Team Ruby and Crow. Maybe that was just illustration, but maybe they were actually supposed to be in there before. Maybe that was just some strap concept. There's some concept art for May. Oh, I think this is like a really slow. This is a very very slow emotional remix of Trust Love. That's insane. This chapter was insane. My God, I feel like I paused way too much, so I'm sorry about that. But there was a lot to talk about. All right, there you go. Ruby Volume 7, Chapter 7, Episode 7, whatever. Okay, so can we get Robin truly on our side? We got. I'm guessing May's semblance is that weird invisible. I'm guessing that whatever is in that bubble is just invisible to anyone who's not in the bubble. I don't know what Fiona's semblance is. She had a weird like, hold in her hand. I have to think of data from Naruto. And then she just absorbed the truck. We didn't see anything of Joanne, I think. And Robin's semblance seems to be a lie detector. That's cool. We did try to get her on our side, but then of course she won. How do we explain Salem to her in that short span of time? It's kind of impossible. Especially because she probably wouldn't believe a second of it. We have to see the vault. We're gonna have a fucking dinner party with Jacques. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Because I paused so much in this episode already, I think I'm gonna actually not talk that much here and cut this video off right now. Great chapter, as always, of course. We still have 6 chapters left, so I am not 100% sure where this is gonna go. We also learned the fact that Pietro gave Penny some of his ore. I mean, eventually he can't just rebuild her. Eventually Penny's just gonna be gone, and Pietro's also gonna be gone, so that's not good. Again, my question still remains: if Pietro dies, Penny would also die. Not only because that he wouldn't be able to rebuild her, but also because um he wouldn't have aura because he's dead. Also, Watts was on the development team for Penny. Well, at least I don't know if that was no. I think what the story was that he ended up doing Penny by himself, but everyone went to like a different direction. But Watts was on the same like science team as Pietro and those 3 other people, like the girl with glasses, the black dude. Okay, all right. What do I say? I'm not sure. Breathe, think. It's okay. Oscar's talk with Iron was actually really good. I actually agree a lot with Oscar on some of the points. While I do think it is time to talk, I don't know about just sitting down at a dinner party and talking to Jacques, defending his slot on the council as the head of the military and as the headmaster of Atlas. I feel like he deserves that slot on the council. So if this is actually out on Saturday, like it's supposed to, which the last 2 chapters were unblocked on Saturday, which I'm super proud of that. I'm proud of Rooster Teeth to finally get the videos unblocked on Saturday. Again, I've said it before, even if they unblocked it on like Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't mind. They're busy, but I do really appreciate that it does get unblocked on Saturday now, or even earlier. I believe I saw that the Chapter 6 reaction was unblocked on like the Wednesday or Thursday before. So if this is indeed on Saturday, like Chapter 6 was and Chapter 5 as well, and I'm probably premiering this right now, then hopefully we can keep that streak going and have the other episodes also be on Saturday. So Fire Force episode 22 is probably going to be up later today if it's not already up. And then tomorrow MHA as well. Next reaction, hopefully on Saturday. Like I said, chapter 8. Hopefully you look forward to that. Actually, I don't know. Is the episode maybe the episode next week is the one that we're skipping? I don't know. But the next reaction, of course, chapter 8. So hopefully you look forward to that. And that's where I'll leave this video off right here. Thank you guys for watching. Nipsnut is signing out. Goodbye, everyone.